Haunted Hearing Aid. Recorded live by Luigi C. Russo, Chief Poet Officer of PoetLuigi.com. He will also comment on various entertainments recently consumed. And now, let us hear. Immediately, she picks up the phone. On the fourth ring, Anna Cage. Hello, this is B Public Library. Anna Cage speaking. How may I help you? Male voice. You may. Anna Cage. What can I do for you? In the library world, much reference isn't needed, simply because of technology and the public's awareness of what technology offers. Sometimes a mere question can be the difference of how the day can be dictated. A good question goes like this. Good morning. I was wondering if you have this movie in stock. I am looking for Game of Thrones Season 1. A bad question goes a bit like this. Blub, blub, blub. Hey, put that down. Yeah, I was wondering if, yo had this movie. What's named that movie? Darrell? Johnny Depp in it? You know, it's about this guy, Daryl, and that really pretty girl. The librarian answers, oh yeah, that movie is still in the theater. The bad library questioner, for real? It was a preview on the DVD. Ah, man. Daryl. Male voice. Is the rose on the grave red, white, or blue? Anna Cage. Excuse me? Is that a quote? Riddle? Can you give me another clue? Male voice. Voice cracking with a hint of static continues. Yes. Is the rose on the grave red, white, or blue? Anna Cage begins to sweat because she feels she isn't hearing the question correctly. A part of her is wondering if to ask again, but then might feel patron might get impatient. Then she'll have to explain how she can't hear, and he'll be asking why she is answering the phone. Anna Cage. I'm truly sorry, sir. I cannot make out what you are saying. There is static over the line. I can make out, is your nose a red, white, and blue? Male voice. In a calmer, slightly louder, more staticky voice. Don't worry, child. I know you cannot hear so good. A bit wild is your ability to see your past. Is the rose on the grave red, white, or blue? Anna Cage, and boom is hit with a so-called ton of bricks, crumbles inside her heart, frozen with terror, makes a huge gasping sound. Huh! Male voice, and a sing-songy Frank Sinatra voice. At the tender age of 17, that was a very good age. You held your lover with eyes aglow, trying to go as low as the cover would allow you to go with your lover. Hoping the sweet embrace of my sweet, sweet girlfriends. In a horrifying demonic voice, the next is said, hands on my tits. Phone is hung up hard. Beep, beep. In stunned silence, Anna Cage sits at her desk, silent, ghostly. With beads of sweat running down her forehead, back, between breasts, back of her knees, and nausea. Moment of panic. Flashback scene. A large blue barn door, slightly closed, wobbling on its hinges slightly due to strong winds. Winds Anna Cage and her friend from down the road were unfamiliar with. The hay pile had a picnic blanket. On there were two new teenage females. Caress each other's backs, looking into each other's eyes, with happiness, sadness, lust, friendship, eternity, stars. Pink cherry wine lips close down tenderly on a blue thornless rose. Pink cherry wine lips close down tenderly as a blue thornless rose is dragged up gingerly, faintly, slowly from left big toe, left calf leg, left inner knee, left thigh, right inner thigh, whispering between vagina lips, caressing hard against pubic hairs, gently to the left side of abs. Crack! Crack! Boom! Rip! Off flies the barn door, wind howling, a cow moo, moo. In the doorway stands a man, male voice. God fucking damn it, my own fucking daughter, fag. Well, you two faggots get the fuck up. You get the fuck out, go the fuck home. I hope you die. I hope the storm kills you. Anna, get the fuck dressed. Go help your mother. God damn it, fucking children. What a stinking shitting pain in my... Yeah, that's right, run, faggot. And the storm don't... If the storm don't kill you, I will. A naked teenager can be seen racing into the bellows of darkening clouds, raindrops hitting hard, winds picking up, along with other objects. Anna Cage has finally been caught with her girlfriend. She looks to the hay. There is the blue rose. Anna Cage hangs up the phone and remains staring out the window, staring out into the unbusy road. No car is amiss. Trees in the breeze swaying less forcefully than that fateful encounter with her dad and neighbor lover. Oh, how she missed her so until this moment. Not a day has gone by in which the rose petally smell lingers in her mnemonic nostrils. Memories fade into the embraces of many clouds and stars. Country goes, country ways. There one sees a leaf blown off a very large, over 100-year-old maple tree. The leaf, on and on, fluttering, somersaulting, twirls in the air from B to M. Hasn't landed. Drifty. Sailing in destiny, the universe leading it on through the master's thoughts. Go on, leaf. Sail to your journey, knock at the door of the door told to seek. The White House, grass freshly cut, rocking chair rocking on its own, door shut as tables plop down, rolls in a semicircle to the right, while a wine bottle rolls in a semicircle to the left, both rolling to gently tap one another in a soft, gentle way, as if two hands guided each to touch and instantly grab the stem of the green maple leaf, guiding it down to the seat of the rocking chair. A maple leaf for a woman who only bought maple syrup for her homemade pancakes and waffles. Store scene of years past. A conversation between a tall-shouldered man and a small, petite woman. Are you serious? Yeah. You're going to spend $7 on that tiny thing when you could buy this delicious fake stuff. Man, what are you thinking? Health conscious. Yeah, right. Right after we go shopping. Shopping, which we do. Do you not think that you do? Do you not think we're going to buy some fast food? Stop doing that. So what if I eat fast food and buy maple syrup? So you worried a bit of extra sugar and fakeness is terrible when you consume the horrible calories of fast food burger? Health conscious, my ass nuts. We could have saved like $5. You know. No? Man, you suck. I know. I suck real good. I mean real good. Huh? What? Did you say something about sucking? Yeah, you suck real good. As in my bank account. Oh well. That goes your chance at these sucking expertise of lips. Sure. New scene. Somewhere in R, a large tomato garden. Enters freshly rain, has just finished falling. The dirt is soft, damp, moist, with worms on top. It has been a great morning so far, due to the sun being up. Rain has fallen. sky clearing, but more important than the Italian music in the background, Zio found a job. Zio was in the construction business, a bricklayer, short olive skin, turned super dark in the summer, black hair, black mustache, nearly always a chewing lip, wearing steel toe boots, beer in hand. Zio is dancing along towards his tomato garden. That concludes today's reading of Haunted Hearing Aid, Evil is Here, by me, Luigi C. Russo. We're going to move on to the Hearing Aid On, Hearing Aid Off segment. A few soccer games here. 1990, Italy versus Northern Ireland. You can see the evolution of their shorts. They're short, but not as tight. They're a little wide. Italy wins that game, and I give that a hearing aid on. Italy versus Argentina. This is the 1990 World Cup. Yeah, there's a lot of great footwork. Both teams are highly talented. You got Maradona, you got Baggio, Scalacci, Maldini. But there was a lot of fake flopping around happening, and Argentina was playing pretty dirty, and Scalacci was offsides like nearly every time. It was ridiculous. And then the one Italian player pulled his hamstring. You could see him hobbling out there. I mean, even though Italy lost the game in PK, it was a phenomenal game, going back and forth. The way the goals were scored, the way they played hard, it was an amazing game. That was probably one of the best games I've seen. Hearing aid on. The 1990 third place World Cup game, Italy versus England. Italy was just constantly on the attack, and by far, this is the 1990 Italy team is by far the best group of players I've seen since I've been, watching back to 1966 games. They're just super talented, and just like the main focus is like defense. 1990 Italy team is phenomenal. And that third goal was not an offsides, and they beat England. So I give that a hearing aid on. And now, 1994, Italy versus Northern Ireland. I remember watching this game, and Italy losing 1-0. And there was a bunch of us Italians, Italian Americans, sitting down watching the game. And then one in the group was Irish, Frank McGrew. And he was going crazy when they scored that goal. And we were all like shaking our head. I never liked that game then. Didn't like rewatching it. Hearing aid off. We got lots of stuff here. Listen to Average White Band. Picking up the pieces. The best of Average White Band. From Scotland, I think. A nice funky disco sound to it. I liked it. The Aid liked it. Give that a hearing aid on. ACDC, Highway to Hell. Heavy and nice, that's all to say. I listened to a lot of ACDC here this week, and hearing it on. I'm used to hearing that sound. ACDC, Who Made Who? Again, hard and heavy, stuff I grew up with, a little bias to it, and it's got, even though it has one of the hits on there, all the songs, they're sound the same, but they're a little different. The voice matches the music. Music is good tempo, hard balance, and hearing aid on. Watch The Black Phone. It was like a real story with some supernatural elements, and the good people, the good overcame the evil. That's what I like. Those kind of reminiscence of those 80s movies. And I give that a hearing aid on. Uncle Sam. a low budget horror movie in the 90s. It had, just, Uncle Sam wants you dead. And had some G.I. Joes in there the little boy was playing with. And I didn't like that he burned them at the end, but they were to beat up, Sky Striker and Hiss, Tank. But overall, it was a good cheesy movie. I give that a hearing aid on. Alan Parsons Project. Eye in the Sky. Started out okay, then drifted off into the sky. Got boring. Didn't want to listen to it anymore. Hearing aid off. Watch Charles in Charge, Season 1. I don't remember when I was little. All I remember is Charles, the actor that played Charles. And, just funny, quirky, corny, always about girls, college student with advice, parenting. It was fun. Fun, family, wholesome entertainment. And yes, they did have an episode that had G.I. Joes. And so I give that a hearing aid on. An 80s movie, Pulse. 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 Man, that was damn good. It was a hit. It was like a hidden gem. The way the movie went on, it was good. It was the Lawrence brothers on there, had a big giant Terradrome in there, and man, it was just a good movie. With electricity taking over, definitely a hearing aid on. What is this? A Sept. Restless and Wild. I'm pretty sure this was bad. Didn't like the voice. The voice was just not aligning with the music. It was hurting my hearing aid, so hearing aid off. ABC, the best of ABC. ABC stands for a boo collection. They stunk. I don't know what they were singing, but couldn't turn it off. I had to listen to it. Hearing aid off. G-Force. It was cute and funny with the hamsters and the mole. I can't remember if I saw it years ago, but I watched it with the sons, young sons. Like the farting. Anything with that farts is funny. Yeah, the farting hamster. Oh, no, guinea pig. I'm sorry, guinea pig. And they showed a couple G.I. Joes in there, too. Hearing aid on. ACDC, Dirty Deeds, Done Dirt Cheap. Oh, yeah. Like I said, ACDC just has a good balance of the great voice, heavy music. And so that gets a hearing aid on. What is this? Avatar, Dance Devil Dance. Nothing unique about that. That was just a whole bunch of noise pollution. It dirtied up my hearing aid. That gets a hearing aid off. Alan Parsons Project, Eve. All I could think about is just be over already. Just couldn't wait for the album to end. It was so slow. I think my mind was melting away. Hearing aid off. The Indian in the Cupboard. Yeah, it was, magical. A little odd movie. I think I liked it when I was a kid. I didn't like it now. I don't know. It was like the worst outfits of the 90s was worn in that entire movie. And they did show a cool G.I. Joe sleeping bag, the Star Brigade. That was cool. But the movie, I give a hearing aid off. ACDC, The Razor's Edge. The Razor's Edge. It just jives together. My hearing aid likes it. Whether I take it out or keep it in. Sometimes, you got to take the hearing aid out and turn the volume up. And listen to real extra loud. I do notice as I'm getting older, though, my ear can't handle a lot of loud music. I only got one ear, so I got to protect that hearing as much as I can. I give that a hearing aid on. And finally, Bryan Adams, The Best of Me. Wasn't bad. His voice, that got that 80s soft rock voice, and the music. It was a good combination, and of course, it reminds me of Rod Stewart. That that type of soft rock music. So I give Bryan Adams The Best of Me, a hearing aid on. And that concludes today's podcast. You enjoy the miseries of today. Take care.